King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show. We go to Seattle, Washington, where a man is in the hospital after he accidentally shot himself during an altercation in Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood early Thursday morning. Witnesses told police that the man was causing a disturbance and waving a gun at people around 2 a.m. on East Pike Street. Multiple other men stepped in and tried to disarm the suspect, and a scuffle ensued. According to Seattle police, during the altercation, the man shot himself in the chest. Seattle police were called to the scene, and they provided the man with aid until the fire department arrived, so on and so forth. He went to the hospital. Sounds like he survived. But go Seattle!
Interesting. I too would say that he shot himself in the chest if I was grappling with someone.
Yeah, that's how I would explain that away. Okay. I'm going to do this first so we don't forget, because there's going to be all the things. Patreon.com/NotAnotherShootingShow. It's only $3.57 a month. Join the Patreon, and don't do it on the Patreon app. If you're an Apple user, use the website, patreon.com/NotAnotherShootingShow. Only $3.57 a month. Apple will charge you extra. r/NASS, NASS on Reddit. That is our Reddit home, and we have a lot of fun there. It was a rather active week this past week. And MW Activewear, the finest jerseys for your match. Get them from Michelle. MW Activewear. Area 3 registration as of this recording on September 7th. My anniversary, by the way. Me and my lovely wife. There are 35 slots remaining for Area 3. So we're pert near sold out. And there are 10 dorks from Omaha who have signed up already for the dark match in Canton on November 1st. Jeff is not one of them.
What?
But Steven, Heidi, I think Nick, not all 10, but like there's several people from Omaha who've already signed up. I forgot it even opened for registration. I'm not signed up either, Jeff. I'm just giving you shit. But dark match, night match, our biannual, the fall version where we start sooner in the evening is happening November 1st. Canton, South Dakota. If you search either Dark Match or SRSC, you'll find it. So, there we go. Jeff shot a match today, the Iowa section.
Yeah.
And I did not go because I'm going to be gone a lot this month. So, and I was just at Free State last weekend, so I had to cut something. So, how was your Iowa section not championship? Because lane one, drink.
Boo this man. Overall, I had a good time. I slightly overindulged the night before.
Oh, that bodes well for a top 10 finish.
Yeah, so Cutwaters are delicious and not my friend by Cutwater number 4 after 3 old fashions and a Oktoberfest beer.
Nothing says fun like canned cocktails.
You know, they're quite delicious. If they had an old-fashioned version, I would buy it. But I started my day off by being the last person to show up to the range.
Just like Free State. Weird.
Exactly.
I hated that, by the way. I just played along. Like, I didn't hate it as it was going on. I'm like, oh, I've never been this late to a match before. I'll just go with Jeff on this and just play it cool. And I hated it. I fucking hated it. I hate being in a hurry. Nothing bothers me more than being in a hurry. I hate it.
Just don't be in a hurry then. It's not my fault that you were in a hurry. Like,
it's your fault we were late. I'm getting a Instagram phone call from Austin. Like, where are you guys? They didn't call him because they knew I was the adult who might actually answer or whatever. But anyway.
First of all, I would 100% answer. But so as the last person to the range with a massive hangover, Iowa boys, I love you. You do a wonderful job. You fuck up royally from 8 a.m. until about 9:30 a.m. every fucking time because your bays are directly in the sun.
Oh, yes. No, that's a tradition. It's the annual tradition where everybody figures out they need to have themselves a target focus trainer from Stonebridge Gunworks to get rid of double dot in their SROs and all other glare in the low sun of the Ankeny Ikes range.
Even the guys with the dot covers were having trouble because the glare on their glasses was that bad.
Yeah.
So start a little bit later. I don't know.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine until you're shooting the biggest point stage of the day of the match.
Well,
as your
you didn't
first
have
stage.
to sign up for Squad 1.
I will not make that mistake again. I don't know how I ended up in that one. I don't forget if I followed Steven or Steven followed me, whatever, but I'm not shooting that one as my first stage again. Because, and they could have shot us on the second stage and then done the first stage and given it a little bit of time for the fucking
like
sun
the
to come
little
up.
stage that's in that bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you listening around the country who don't know, the Iowa section match is held at a range that is, they have 5 bays, and those bays are very good for USPSA, but they're the only 5 bays they got. They're big bays for the most part.
They're essentially like the rifle bays. Like,
yeah, most of them are rifle bays. One is more of a pistol bay, but it's wide.
yeah.
And so then they put 2 medium courses in that bay, but then the rest of them will have like a bigger stage and then like a short course.
Yep. So, starting off, it was rough. Like trying to find dots, trying to get over my hangover. Literally, I showed up because this is how little I fucking pay attention. Is like I didn't even know exactly what stage I was starting on because we were squad 7. So I was like, so what bay do I start on? Fuck. Luckily, I know Heidi always wears
Read
the same
match
coat.
book, dumbass.
What's a
Read
match
the
book?
fucking match book. That's where all your questions are answered. God damn it.
Right. I didn't have any questions until that exact moment. And so I got there like to the bay as they were finishing the 4-minute walkthrough.
Oh, you were real late.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, damn.
My sleep schedule has been fucked. I'm having anxiety issues. It's awesome. So I was 4 seconds off the pace to start with, so that's always fun. I blame the double dot. The hangover didn't help. The Rhodesian wall was fine. It DQ'd our friend Josh Urban. He had an ND while transitioning the gun or moving the gun. I don't know. I wasn't paying direct attention. I just heard our friend of the show, Ben, yell stop, and I was like, ruh-roh, that's not good. And so, but yeah, the Rhodesian wall was fine. It, shooting strong hand weekend. It ate a lot of people's lunch, but not as many as the next stage. So they, on one of their other rifle bays, they had this like V stage. It was kind of like Area 3 a couple years ago.
Was it the symmetrical stage? I thought that stage looked like that because Steven posted a video about that I saw, and it reminded me of an Area 3 stage from like 5-6 years ago.
No, it was from like 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago, because it was the year Hopkins ran it.
Oh, I was not there. It was different then. Okay. Not what I'm thinking of. But there was one a few years before that stage reminded me of.
Ah, gotcha. So that one was very straightforward, no issues, and then everyone proceeded to fuck it up. It ate half of my squad's lunch, all in different ways. Like I threw 2 mics on it somehow. I don't like. Part of it was so you like did the top of the V, then you went down the left side, but you had to come back up to come through the middle of the V, and then there was a target that you had to turn completely around to shoot and then go forward. I didn't turn around, and I realized I didn't turn around as I was coming into the forward portion. So I started doing the should I go back now or do here kind of shuffle, and that made the 20-yard shots I was taking not go well. So yeah, that one was not a good time. Then I had a stage win.
Like you do after you shit the bed, then you win a stage.
Yep. There was a little small like 6 target One of them was a steal. One of them was a swinger, and I ended up having 100% on it. I still don't understand how, because I thought, to me, I felt it felt off, but I was dealing with the transition of my hangover into being awake, and so I was having trouble target focusing, and so that one I was like fully target focused and just burned it the fuck out. And
here's the good thing about being hungover when you go to a match. You know how I always say, don't think, it can only hurt the ball club?
yes,
Thinking happens a lot less when you're hungover.
yes, because
You
you're
just
trying to
do
survive.
the thing. You're just trying to get through. You're just solving the problem. So, like,
Yeah.
if you can be like 30% hungover, I feel like 30% hungover is a great way to shoot a match.
Yep, a little tired, a little hungover.
Just a
You're-
little, not a lot. Maybe even 20%. Maybe 30 is too much. 20% hungover.
Right. And so the next day, they had a lot of symmetrical stuff. So one of the things about Iowa this year was all of the stages were pretty simple. Like there was a way to do them. And so it just came down to who shot better, which I'm not against. I kind of like, I'm not going to say simple stages, but like straightforward stages. Where
So,
it's like,
in terms of simplicity, how would it compare to Free State the weekend before?
oh, this was like, my walkthroughs the day before were like, oh, I go here, I go here, I go here. Okay, I'm going to the next one. Like it was night and day.
Oh, like you walked the whole match rather quickly?
I walked the whole match in under 15 minutes, and there's a 5-minute walk in between
okay.
Bay 1 and Bay 2.
Yeah.
So like,
Where Jay caught a fish.
yes. Also, people, don't get wrapped up in the matchbook. The amount of dudes that were like, I count 19 shots on this, but the thing says 18. So why? Where? And I'm like, apparently there's 19 motherfucking shots, dude. I don't fucking know. Handle your shit. I don't understand what you're freaking out
Matchbook
about.
doesn't always equal stage on ground down match day.
Yeah. And so I was like, I listened to these two dudes were arguing about how many targets there were and how many shots it was, and versus their printed off stage diagrams. The entire time I walked the stage, figured out my stage plan, and left. Like, I was like, boys, you are wasting way too much fucking time here.
And Jeff sent everybody in our group chat, I just witnessed two guys arguing over the number of targets that there were on the stage when they should have just counted the targets.
They were literally standing in the back of the bay arguing over this. And I was like,
That's so funny.
just go fucking. Anyways, so it wasn't super technical, but like it had ways to divide you or to separate skill sets. So there is a level of, hey, show up, shoot the stage, see who wins. It's not, oh, I have this perfect plan. Well, I have this plan. We'll see if this plan is better than this plan. You're like, nope, there's like two versions of one plan, and
But options. Options, Jeff. Options. We have to have options, or else it's shit.
correct or something. I don't know. IPSC is the largest shooting sport and the largest handgun shooting sport in the world, and they don't worry about options that often. But whatever. So overall I enjoyed it. I had moments of pure, unadulterated brilliance surrounded by mediocrity. It was remarkable. I didn't charge my cameras, so I only have like half the stages filmed.
Oh.
I was late, and it like
Late and didn't charge your camera.
You're right. I was just rolling on it. Now, they actually had a really good it was like an Italian, I don't know, like food truck that came out and did the food. Great.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. Fucking stop taking lunch breaks.
Yeah, they always take full stop. Everybody goes to the clubhouse and eats lunch.
Yeah. It fucked up. I think they tried to do it to like balance out because some squads are doing this, some squads are doing that, and it just people were like, man, I was just catching my fire. Like I was starting to get warmed up. Like, let's go. And they're like, hey, go break for lunch. And you're like, or not. Like, just get Firehouse Subs, Jimmy John's, Subway, Chipotle, whoever to do a box lunch.
I really warmed to the way it was at Free State. There wasn't really a stop for lunch.
No, they brought
distributed the lunches.
Yeah, they had,
which is different than the way we've done it at Free State. Is we or not at Great Plains, we get the Subway boxes, and then at some point there's a break, and you get your box, you eat, and then you head back to your stage. So we do a stop for lunch as well. But I am really warming to the way Free State did it.
Yeah, there were two options.
Nobody really loves it, and part of the reason it worked at Free State though is they have a shitload of staff.
They did have a shitload of staff. Now, as someone who has worked staff, that break, I don't like I always.
I don't care about the break either, but some people do.
Some people do, and that's where, as match directors, try to get a couple extra people as staff who can take over for those people. Like, hey,
float and give them a break.
I need a break. So if you can get, on a 10-stage match, if you can have 3, maybe 4 extra people just chilling and getting a call like, oh, hey, like, I need a sub on bay 6 for blah, 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 blah. Cool. They run up there. They're helping out, whatever. And it also gives you manpower if you're like, oh, hey, we have a backup on this stage. And you're like, okay, I'm going to send you 2 more ROs and let's get people through this shit faster.
But like at Cornhusker, you guys didn't really have the staff to do that. Like, you guys were a little light this year. We were light this year than we ever have been. Like, we always had a lot of staff at Great Plains. This was a year where like everybody and their dog had to go to graduations and shit. So
yep. So if you have the ability to, just fucking drop the lunches off at the bay.
Yeah,
and, like, let's just fucking
and
keep
eat when
going.
you can.
Right, because that
and
hour.
If there's like, if we stop for 15 minutes so the staff can eat, like, that needs to happen. Like, we need to stop long enough for them to eat their lunches. Like, you're going to get a super long walkthrough on this stage, guys.
Yeah, I support that 100%. Yeah. But, like, keep the momentum moving. And we broke for lunch at 11 a.m. So we were like...
You were cooking.
We were cooking.
It was flowing good.
It was flowing good. So they actually stopped us halfway between our bay. So we had done the front part of the bay, and then we were about to go to the back of the bay for the short course, and they broke us for lunch. And it was like, okay, now I got to get like back into this. Like, I'm very much like, hey, let's just muscle through it. So that's a me thing. I had a very funny moment. On one of the stages, I did okay. I fucked up my draw and didn't get the dot to start with, but it ended fine. And the RO walks over to this target and starts breaking out his overlays. And me being a giant, I looked over his shoulder and saw a very clear Alpha Charlie. Like the
kind you walk by and call and don't really stop for?
Yes, the kind you can call from like 10 feet away. And he is breaking out he calls 2 Alpha, and I looked at it, and he had called 2 Alpha, and then he's like, wait, let me check it, and like got his shit out. And the guy from my club, Thomas, who's he is a walking rule book. He knows all the rules.
Master.
He's a range master. He's been shooting the sport for 20 plus years. Yeah. He's standing there with a paster ready to paste it. I look at Thomas. He looks at me, and we both go, we know that's a Charlie. Like, we're both aware that that's a Charlie. Like, no doubt. And he goes, 2 Alpha. And I look at Thomas, and Thomas looks at me, and he goes, and Thomas just shrugs his shoulders and goes, I guess. And afterwards, we get back and they're running the next shooter. And I looked at him and I went, that's the farthest Alpha I've ever gotten. He's like, I don't know what the fuck happened there.
When I shot with Robert Wyatt at Area 3 in 2021, an RO was scoring it was on the double bay there, was scoring it. And he gave Robert 2 Alpha, and it was clearly, it wasn't even as close as you're talking about. It was as if I don't remember exactly how it was, but I recall it was as if you had an alpha, a clear alpha, and then a Charlie that hit the letter C. And Robert called him back and said, "Hey, that's Alpha Charlie." Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah, Alpha Charlie.
I will say he's a better man than me because I took the blessing in my direction, but like I was 100% like, oh, that's an Alpha Charlie. I don't know why he has his overlays out, but fuck it, whatever. He'll figure it out. And then he called it, and I was like, okay, whatever.
I messaged Jeff, Free State Jeff. I'm blanking on his last name. Pickman. Because they forgot to put one of my FTSAs in the score pad. And I'm like, no, we're going to be talking about this on the podcast. Like, I'm all for the scoring error going in my favor. Like, I'm not as up and up as, yes, the area director is going to take the goofed up call. Yes, I will. Like, I also, if the umpire said I got hit by a pitch when I know I didn't get hit by the pitch, I'm taking fucking first base. I'm not turning around going, Mr. Umpire, that did not hit me.
Right.
However, I shit the bed at this match, and I knew we were going to be talking about that on the podcast, that I walked by 4 targets, and when I only have 3 FTSAs, that's a problem. I'm going to definitely be on the up and up. Like, I'm a hypocrite. I'll be the first to admit. But, no, I want the score I earned for sure on that match.
Yeah.
And Jeff added the procedural for me.
And we actually had one of those moments. Liz from my club, she absolutely shit the bed on the V stage I was talking about. She had like 6 mics, and one of them should have been 2 mic, 1 FTSA. And she got back, and I kind of walked up and I was like, did you just miss that? And she goes, no, I should have had an FTSA. And I was like, by the 6th mic, does it matter?
Not really, no.
So
wait, did she have a hit factor?
That I don't know.
Okay.
But with 6 mics, it's hard.
It's tough. Yeah.
It's going to be sub 1 probably.
Yeah.
But it was funny on that exact stage. I sent to the group chat that I have with the Try Hard boys, Lane and Nick, that this match isn't going well, and Lane was actually nice. He's like, sucks starting on stage 1. The sun's brutal, and I was like, yeah, double dot sucks. He goes, just don't lose to Steven. Steven's response, it's too late. And I did have to respond, he is correct.
Okay. That's funny because Steven shot on Friday.
Yes.
So
yeah, he couldn't get out of guard.
Like he was already done. It's like, nope, I already fucking won, bitch. And like, that's the kind of fun thing. That is an interesting thing about Iowa is they do a 2-day schedule plus the staff day. Because the range is small, they have, is it 5 squads per day?
Yep.
Like 5 squads of
6.
like 5 or 6 squads of 20? Is that how big they were? They're big.
Yeah, it was big. Let's call it 16, but yeah, it was
Okay.
it was a lot of people.
I don't remember exactly how big they are, but they're big for a reason that makes more sense than most matches would if they were that big. And I forgot where I was going with that.
So
what was I talking about?
But so they only need 4 ROs
the
per
schedule.
bay.
I was talking about the schedule, yeah. So there's an all-day Saturday and an all-day Sunday schedule. And it is super fun. And the chat that I'm in with you and Steven, he mentioned something about it's fun to, or maybe he just posted on Instagram, it's fun to watch after you've already shot it. Because the year I beat both Jeff and Steven at the Iowa section 2023, I shot on Saturday. They were all shooting on Sunday. And so I was just like, I'm looking at Practice Score Competitor all day long because I had a hell of a match, and I knew I did. And I think I was in first place at the end of the day. I knew I wasn't going to finish there, but I'm like, fucking A, I had a good day.
It's
fun. It's so much fun to do that.
Well, and it makes life simpler as a competitor because like Lane and Ben Eggleston had already shot, so I already had the high scores on every stage.
Yeah.
Except for one because I took that one. But hey, so Steven,
Lane. Here's the interesting part. This is the first time I can recall. I might be wrong, but Craig Tappy was not first overall in the match.
Craig's guns blew up.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, he cracked the slide on one and the frame on another one. Yeah.
Jesus.
So after I was like, yeah, Steven's correct. Steven, being a good dude, was like, now you're free, stress-free remainder of the match. And I went, me versus me, my worst enemy. And Lane's response, Jeff versus the person that hates him the most. And then I proceeded to like, I would murder one stage, and then the next stage I would be like mid-pack. It was annoying.
Welcome to my Free State Championship match. Oh God. Well, I'm glad. Congratulations, Ethan Settle, first time match director of the Iowa section. This was kind of interesting. Last week, I'm sitting at work. I'm on my lunch break, and I get a message on Instagram from Manny. Don't call me Alex Mansfield from Manny Talks Shooting podcast, and he said, "Hey, what did you use to make your matchbook for Area 3?" He was talking about, and I'm like, Microsoft Publisher, and he said, "Well, I'm the match director for Area 5 next year, and I need to up my matchbook game." I'm like, yeah. And I worked hard on my matchbook. I didn't think it was the greatest matchbook ever, but he thought so. And I was flattered by that. And then I saw the Iowa section matchbook. Holy shit, was that pretty. Like, that was like one of the best matchbooks I've ever seen. It was very well done. I don't know who did it, but it was because the other matchbooks are like literally 5 pages of white background PDF with just lists of information and then the stages. And they're not interesting to look at. It doesn't really matter, but like somebody went to some effort, or they found a cool template or whatever. It had a sort of Iowa State color scheme to it. It felt like there was a little bias going on there among the Iowa folks.
Yeah.
It's funny how the Cornhusker Classic has no red in it whatsoever. Not a fucking lick.
I am for that. But
I have my Cornhusker Classic plaque that says most photogenic on it. And the only red in the entire thing is the red in the USPSA logo. That's it.
Hey, we're trying to not be predictable. You got to keep guessing.
I suppose. Okay. I shot a match today.
Oh, did you now?
I did. I shot a match. I shot a club match. Sioux Falls Practical Shooters. I had a good time. I would like to play you the audio of stage 4. Okay. I got to get my iPad back open here. Come on. God damn it. Okay. Here you go. Here's the audio of me shooting stage 4. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's pause that. Let's get it playing over the mixer here. I had it ready, but I didn't have the mute off. Oh, it's not connected. Shit. Jeff, tell a story quick.
All right. So, one of the things about Iowa that was kind of funny is even with how bad that I felt that I shot and, demonstrated by on one stage having 3 deltas, on another stage having 2 mics, I finished remarkably at like an 86% of lane, which I feel very proud of. And that's why never stop shooting the match at the level you're trying to shoot it at. You just have to overcome and get rid of the bad juju from the last stage. And just
even after you've walked past 2 targets that you didn't shoot at?
Even then, you've got to...
What if you walk past 4 targets?
You got to find it deep in your soul. Like, at that point, yeah, maybe you go around the berm and you just hear a single gunshot. But
okay. No, you bring up a good point, because at Free State, I did good shooting. I shot well. Like, the shooting part went well, except for those 4 fucking targets I walked past.
Yep.
that were just not. It was all mental errors. I had 3 regular mics and 7 really fucking stupid mics, and it was the most aggravating thing. And I'm never gonna let that happen again.
Right, and even with how bad I felt my match went, everyone that beat me is either a GM or someone that should be a GM, but they've our mental case that keeps fucking up all the goddamn classifier, Steven.
Well, he beat you, didn't he?
He did, but he only beat me by 3%.
Oh.
But it was Craig beat me by 2%, GM. Steven beat him, should be a GM. Casey Ryan beat him, he's a GM. Lark's a GM in open, then Ben and Lane.
Yeah.
So it's like, I got beat by the motherfuckers that should beat me.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I shot that good. And I was like, okay, let's go. Like,
rarely is a match perfect, especially a major where you have like more than 5 or 6 stages, you know.
Right. Especially depending on like the heat of the match. If you go other than when Siler's there, most like major matches that will have a couple handful of like super squad guys, and they'll have the regional heat and whatever, and most people won't win more than 2 or 3 stages. Like it will be, oh, this guy won this stage, oh, this guy won this stage, this guy won this stage. It was whoever could be second and third on every stage. Okay, that's the guy that's going to win.
I have my Bluetooth figured out, and now here's me shooting stage 4 at the Sioux Falls Practical Shooters match today. Bye. 3 per stage, by the way.
Good finish. Unload, show, clear. Clear, hammer down. Fuck!
Oh, Jesus.
Damn high.
I did it again!
Someone's not imprinting their stage plans.
Here's what happened with this one. Okay. It was just like Free State. God damn it. It was just like Free State. I got distracted with one little aspect of the stage that was not as important as not forgetting a target. There was there was 2 targets on the left. It's the 3 per stage. All papers 3 per. A stack of 2 on the left, and you had to move about 5 yards to the right, and then there's 1 around that corner. And then if you moved forward, it was very easy to overshoot the next position. And the first, like one of the times I was walking through when it was getting close to my turn to shoot, I overstepped it, and I'm like, oh, those are the 2 targets I'm shooting at here. Okay, yeah. So I don't need to go as far. I'm looking at like a landmark on the ground. Okay, there's a landmark. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so I got these 2, and then I got popper. I move like a half step, lean, paper, popper. All right. And then I do that again. Okay, those 2, popper, lean, paper, popper. In the initial walkthrough, there's 1 more paper target that I have to do after that. And I didn't do it. Now, if you're going, oh, why'd you shoot it? Because it was 3 per. As soon as I recognized I did not shoot that, I'm like, this is worth shooting. Load it up. And I did the math, and it was still, even with the time, it was 7 seconds. 7 seconds I lost on that.
Jesus.
I would have beat all of the handguns in the match. 1 PCC still would have beat me. I would have beat everybody with a handgun in the match if I had not stood there for 7 seconds like a fucking idiot. Again!
Just
and I know
sundowning.
better. Like, I know how to do this. That's what's pissing me off. Is this just this self-inflicted fucking stupidity? It's driving me insane. It's like...
You're your own worst enemy.
I am. I was singing that song by Lit on the range. I am my own worst enemy. Every now and then I kick the living shit out of me.
You just do it every weekend.
Oh, God. Yeah, every time I go to a USPSA match. Jesus Christ. Other than that, like, I shot great. Like I said, I won a couple of stages. Classifiers are still my bitch, although the one we shot today was the high hit factor on that one is still a dandy. I shot it. It was 0603 or 4. I can't remember which. It's Fluffy's Revenge 1. It's like paper, with 2 no shoots on either side, and then a popper, and then the same thing, and then a popper, and then the same thing with the paper and the no shoots. It's a really fast one. I shot it in like 326, I think it was, and all alphas, and that was an 86%. It was like I shot it pretty good. My draw was a little pokey, and that was basically the difference between that and a GM run. Was I kind of dicked up my draw a little bit, but I walk up to class. It's so fun now to walk up to classifiers and to be confident. I don't sweat classifiers at all anymore.
Because you don't care?
No, I just know I can shoot them well.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to shoot them. I'm just going to shoot them to my ability. And part of that is like the aggressive shooting training I've done over the last month and a half or so. Where I literally, when I go to the range to live fire, I only practice shooting aggressively. That's the only thing I do. I mean, I'll shoot a group to make sure my gun is still zeroed. I'll shoot some doubles to warm up, and then it's like, let's fucking go. Like, whatever I do, it's going to be 100% aggressive, and I'm going to fuck up a lot. But I'm pushing that edge of what I can get away with. And there was some shooting I did today that was a little, the matches out there tend to be a little less hosey than the matches at my club just because the bays are bigger. But there was one stage that I won that was hosey, but like there was a spot where, and I was talking with some of the other guys after the match about this, and it's like, one of the guys was Matt, and Matt doesn't practice. He doesn't dry fire. He's B class. If he practiced at all, he'd be in A class in no time. Like, and I was just talking about how important vision is, like the concentration of what you're looking at. Like, don't look at the A zone, look at the A. Right. And not only that, look at it aggressively, and look at the next thing aggressively before the gun gets there, and just attack it with your eyes. And was trying to explain, and he's like, I can't do that. I was like, yes, you can. Your eyeballs move faster than anything in your body. Your eyes can do this. Like, it's a thing. And they're like, well, your vision must be really good. I'm like, bitch, I have astigmatism and I'm nearsighted. Like, I don't have great vision. I have corrected vision. That has nothing to do with it. It's how you use your vision. Because there were targets I knew I was looking at hard, but like, I don't really remember seeing the dot. You ever run into that?
Yeah.
Like, you're looking hard at a target, like you're doing that concentration thing, attacking it with your eyes, but I don't really remember seeing the target, and if I didn't shoot, it was going to be slow. So I just shot. And I did that on like 3 targets on a stage that I won today, and they were all alpha.
There's a point at which your index is so effective that I jokingly call it using the force, and Joel has mocked me on his podcast for this before.
It doesn't feel like it, though, when I'm shooting.
Like
using the force feels like I'm doing a magic trick.
Right. But when you do it and you're like, I don't remember seeing my dot, and I don't like remember, processing that target, and then they're like 2 alpha, Alpha Charlie, 2 alpha, 2 alpha.
And
alpha
these
Charlie.
were like partials with no shoots too. Like, they weren't just open targets.
Yeah. And because you're just so experienced and so skilled that experience is the ability to do a task without processing the information consciously. Like, when I check a kick in Muay Thai, I don't go, oh, they're about to throw that kick. I should use this leg to meet that at this angle and blah, blah, blah. Nope. I just go, check. And my student's like, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I've just done it enough that I my body is like, oh.
I knew it was coming as soon as they did a thing.
Right. Yeah, that hip moves, which told me that this leg was coming, and this leg is coming means that I need to get this at this angle, and that means this, and da-da-da-da. I don't think about all that. I just go, oh, check. Same thing in shooting.
Mm-hmm. That part of my game is, like, somebody asked us on our Reddit when we asked for questions one time not long ago when we did the Q&A. Is that what we called it?
Yep.
Yeah. Someone just asked, like, what breakthrough have you had lately? That's a huge breakthrough for me this year, is just that aggressive shooting. I remember Craig Oakenfoos saying, keep shooting faster. Like, he said that in like a comment on social media one time, and I was just like, well, yeah, but Like I just didn't take him seriously. And then after seeing how you shoot and he shoots and Craig shoots and and Steven and the people who shoot really fast and have Insta360 videos on their Instagram, I'm not shooting that fast.
Right.
I need to shoot that fast. And that's been the breakthrough for me this year is I can shoot that fast and I can do it aggressively and I do it confidently. And yeah, every once in a while, yeah, you're going to catch a no shoot. You're going to shoot a mic. It's going to happen once in a while. But I didn't shoot. I shot penalty free today, but I shot some deltas. And I was actually the first stage I was really annoyed that I shot a delta. The second stage today, God, it was the dumbest thing. The first target I drew, my draw was normal. It was like 1.2 or something. I'm looking at the, we'll get into Practice Score Competitor here in a second. And my second shot was like 0.86 on a 6-7 yard target. Like I should have gone whap whap.
Right.
And for whatever reason, I just didn't. Part of it was because I was going to be taking some long shots on this stage. It was a table start. All mags had to start on the table. Mm-hmm. You could stow them, but they had to start there. So my plan for the stage was to grab the gun and one mag, and I just loaded and went to the left. And I shot the 2 you had to shoot from the corner, and then the 2 that were far downrange. And then there was one more target that the next closest target I could shoot was off to my right. I was going to be closer, but I'm saving rounds because it's a 28-round stage. And there was there were 4 poppers. Mm-hmm. So I was just going to get that target out of the way from farther away, and then when I ran by the table, I reloaded. And did not stow a mag, so it saved me some time.
Uh-huh.
And then I shot the rest of the stage, and I shot the stage great. Except for, and when I heard, like, my buddy Mike, he would have shot it in 18, but he had to, like, make up a bunch of shots, and there was another dude that shot it in, like, 21. Well, I would have shot it in 21 if I hadn't taken 0.86 seconds to shoot the second shot on the first fucking target. Like, I don't know what the hell I was doing. Like, why did I take that long? I saw the video. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It was so stupid, but I'm thinking about those long shots later. Uh-huh. You know, that's what it was. Like, I should have been aggressive as hell. I should have been ba, 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 ba. And it wasn't. It was like ba, 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 ba.
Well, and scaling that aggressiveness is difficult. There was a stage that I fucked up.
I'm still learning that for sure.
Oh yeah, we all are. There was a stage on the left side. It was very far paper, or very far IPSC, like I don't know, 20 yards, and then there was like 2 IPSCs close, and then a steel activator, and then you had to go to the other side of the wall for a drop turner, and then there was an open IPSC, and I was like, oh, I'm going to take the drop turner on the second presentation. Like, I'm going to come over, take the open, then finish on the drop turner. Well, I didn't give the long target enough respect. Kind of shot a little fast. Ding, went over and caught, with gun up, caught the drop turner on its first engagement. And I just went, ba, ba, ba. And so I immediately transitioned. And with that same aggression, went after this like 12-yard IPSC, and I got like the nicest alpha delta possible. It was in the top right corner of an IPSC target.
Oh, sure.
Like,
they're just a few inches apart. It just happens to be a delta.
Oh, no. Like the first alpha is in the middle, and the delta is in the top right.
Oh,
there is like
not so nice.
Just a small piece of cardboard still connected. Like I was almost off the target. So
that happens.
Yeah, trying to scale that. Yeah. Oh, that one. Blah. Next target. Ba ba. But yeah, that channeling that aggression of these 3 targets are very close. Murder them quickly. That target is at 20 yards. Take it slowly. The best drill for that is accelerator. That, if you don't know what accelerator is, you have 3 targets, 1 close-ish distance, a medium distance, and a far distance. And you just work on going close to far, far to close. And just work on it over and over again. You will notice that when you go far, you go bop, 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 bop. When you go out, you'll go bop, 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 bop. Because it's harder to slow down than it is to speed up.
Yeah, if you're like B, C class, do it at like 5, 10, 15. If you're higher than that or just want to make it harder, like 7, 15, 25.
Yep.
That's how I usually shoot it when I set up accelerator is 7, 15, 25. Or as close to 25 as I can get in our bays. But one other thing from my match I want to talk about today is they threw in a 6th stage, and it was next to the classifier, which was a super quick 3-second classifier, was a speed shoot, 8-round speed shoot with 2 movers. And it was fun. It was super fucking fun. It's on our Reddit right now. It was posted on September 7th, so this was recorded before the day before Jeff went to Turkey. So it was like 10 days ago, I think, when this was recorded. So you'll have to scroll back on our Reddit a little bit, but there's a video of my hack cam shooting this stage, and it was a little quirky because it had a drop turner that was a disappearing target, and then it had a clamshell, where it exposes it all, and then it covers it up, and you just get the top of it. You get the head A-box. So when the first squad shot that stage, I found out later on, there were 2 weights on the stick that like makes the clamshell do its thing, but one's bigger than the other. And if they don't go on the same way, it's going to drastically change the target presentation. So if the bigger one was towards the outside, then it's going to fall faster. Yep. If it's towards the inside, it doesn't fall as fast. And getting those put back on the same way every time for 5 squads, impossible. So they just took the small one off. And so what it ended up creating was it still activated. It wasn't as fat. It wasn't as slow activating as I think a lot of people were thinking it was, but it was exposed for a really long time. Yeah. Like you could shoot that. The target was available completely for a very long time. And so I tried to take advantage of it, and I got away with it. It was within my... I was confident I could do it as long as I just executed it in the order I planned. But there were 2 activator poppers with a static paper in between them. One of them landed on a cable to activate that clamshell. That one was on the left. On the right was a popper that landed on a stomp box that activated the drop turner. So you hit the popper, it's not activating right away. It's not like it's pulling the pin because it's attached to the popper. And most people were shooting the drop turner first, doubling it down, and then doubling down the clamshell. And then maybe they were shooting the static paper next and then drop turner. I did it in reverse order, and it paid off. I had the fastest handgun time of the whole match. The only time that beat me was PCC. They didn't have to draw. So,
nice.
Shot it in 4:16, and I was a little disappointed. I thought I could get it under 4, and but it was super fun. Like I don't know how many times I snuck away from my squad while somebody was shooting to like watch I would quick run around the corner. Are they going to shoot that one? No, they're not. Fuck. Okay, and then I go back to my squad, and then as soon as they're done, we're reset, and I immediately run back out there. Oh, he's going to shoot it. He's going to shoot it. And I did miss a reset once or twice. I'm not going to lie.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah, but I was just... I did have the best handgun score. That meant my time was like a few tenths better than a lot of other people. Like there wasn't a lot of spread on that stage.
Right.
But it was fun. It was super fun. I love short course speed shoots that are kind of like that. We've got one at Area 3 that is it's called Hot Springs. I think it's stage 8 in the match. I think I'm right. It is stage 8. 2 stomp boxes outside the shooting area, Jeff.
Oh, goody.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to. It's a shooting box stage, so okay. Speed shoot. But it's 8 targets, 1 per.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So it'll no poppers to activate. It's just 2 stomp boxes. So Clamshell and a bobber, no swinger.
Interesting.
I have to make sure they actually have a clamshell out there, though.
Those minor details.
It just occurred to me. I'm pretty sure they do, because I'm pretty sure Bruce would have said something if they did not have a clamshell out there.
He's just sitting there like, oh yeah, like Andy's probably bringing one. Like he put it in the match.
And then he's gonna go, Dad, you have to go weld us a clamshell.
Yeah, 20 minutes and a pack of bubble gum.
Yeah.
Go.
All right. Well, all we talked about was 2 matches, but man, we had a good time. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We really, 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 really appreciate it. Patreon.com/NotAnotherShootingShow. It's only $3.57 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show.